Okay, an infinite sequence is a function whose domain is the set of positive integers. That's why it's infinite, because it has and it goes. The values go on forever. A sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, and so forth and so on. If my domain is the set of all integers, all positive integers, I just go forward forever, and these are the terms listed out. Notice there is no equal sign. If the domain of a function consists of the first n positive integers only, if I cut it off somewhere, then it's finite. But otherwise, it goes on forever. So in this case, we're going to limit it to the first 4 terms, so it's a finite sequence. And again, there's an equal sign in my formula here for telling me what the terms are, but I'm just going to list out the terms. I'm not saying something's equal. I'm just listing. I'm creating a list. So I start with 1 in this formula here. And, 3 times 1 take away 2, 1. 3 times 2 take away 2, 4. And I start to populate this list. 1, 4, 7, 10. Okay, that's a sequence. On the next one, the formula changes a little bit. And here I get a negative 1. So it becomes 2. And here I get a positive 1, so it becomes 4. And then with an odd exponent, it goes back to being negative. So I just alternate back and forth as far out as I go. Since I limited myself to the first 4 terms, it's finite, but I could go back and forth forever if I didn't limit myself. So let's see, writing the terms of a sequence, it's just making our list here. And we're going to start with 1. So we would say a sub 1 is equal to 2 times 1 plus 5. Well, that's 7. Well, how about the next term of my sequence? Well, that's 2 times 2 plus 5. That'd be 9. And the third term would be 2 times 3 plus 5. Well, that's 11. And I'm supposed to do 5. Okay, a to the a sub 4. I get 2 times 4 plus 5. And so I get 13. And then a sub 5. And I get 2 times 5 plus 5. It's equal to 15. And if somebody comes along after, you can tell that I was really just adding 2 every time. But anyway, that's my sequence, and there is a pattern behind it, and if you see the pattern, you can figure out what the formula was. And so this is the start of trying to see patterns.